A Dane treads the cobbles of God's house. In search of Christ's redemption, I hope.
Your Christ can wait his turn. It is you I've come to see.
Is that so?
When pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lowly cometh wisdom. You know these words, and you know why I speak them.
I do, but I am not yet satisfied that you are the one for the task ahead. As Jesus said unto Thomas, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Speak the deeds of Christ in order. Only then will you cometh unto my Lord.
If I must dance to you...
In books one may find such wisdom. Or perhaps a more pious soul in...
I have nothing for... bathed in the river, so a gentle wash brings them closer to their God. He rose from the dead? A nice trick, and not easily done.
Ote conspecto hominum quale dilex, ego sum verite, qua tantum amas requiem.
Their God brings them light, just as Baldur does. Light as bright as the summer sun.
Speak the deeds of Christ in order.
On the mountain his face shone like the sun, and he became light.
His transfiguration.
God breathed on the...
His baptism.
Curse you, clothpeg.
God has infinite patience.
On the mountain his... God...
His...
The women came...
His... Thou art... Perhaps you should...
The women came...
His...
God...
His...
On the mountain
His... Thou art... Perhaps you should...
On the mountain his... The women came...
His...
God...
His... Thou art... Perhaps you should try...
The women came...
His resur...
On the mountain
His...
God breathed...
His... Thou art... Perhaps you should...
On the mountain his... I am no Christian. I do not know your stuff.
Then return... Has his light brought illumination to your darkness? Speak his story.
On the mountain his God breathed on the water.
His baptism.
The women came...
His... Thou art... Perhaps you should...
On the mountain his... God breathed...
His...
Curse you, clock.
God
I am no...
Then has his light brought illumination to your darkness? Speak his story.
God breathed
His bapt...
on the mountain.
His...
The women came.
His... And...
Other riddles.
That is not for me to decide. For I am not the one who summoned you. If you follow, I will lead you to him.
I solved your riddle. Now all I get is silence. Who am I to meet?
Shh. Even a fool, when he keeps silent, is considered wise.
Yet men become wise by speaking with other men. They grow foolish when keeping to silence.
Hush. Your prattling offends God's ears. We're here.
May Christ, whose terror scares away the foul throngs, make with me a strong covenant. Was God's lesson instructive?
Do all the priests in Winchester have this same skill for You risk your life, Alfred King.
I have invited you here to speak on equal terms. Do the Dane laws of hospitality not apply in Wessex?
You gifted my Jarl to that whelp from the Order of Ancients, the warrior Fulke.
Fulke was an enemy of Wessex. But it seems someone has already removed her threat from my land.
If you did not hear it was me, you have now.
Impressive.
How much do...
Only this and this letter.
The gallows, the
Two now.
And a humble servant of your god. That must sting.
Still?
You have faced warriors like me many times.
I have met not long ago. When I received, I don't know your motive.
I should let the order...
You may remove the...
Then promise me a...
This morning,
A man you trust.
Goodwin was followed
Where was he last?
at his house. Eivor.
Not yet, great king, but the... I need to find this Reeve, Goodwin. I must be careful now.
What? Selwyn's got some stones on him arresting Alfred's man. Who ruled?
Goodwin gone, and guards sniffing around. So look...
spill some innards.
Goodman gone. Guards sniffing around. So where would they have taken him? Papers thrown in the fire. Goodman covering his tracks. Other guards destroying evidence. Broken bowls, food scattered. They took him by force. There must be a garrison in the city. A violent struggle with the guards. They must have taken him to Winchester's garrison. This place is heavily guarded. Thunen, guide me.
Tucked in the chaff.
Jammed. Need to get on the other side.
Mining country. We didn't have much. First time I set foot in Coin purse barely lasted a day.
Days like this, I miss the wolves.
thick walls and thicker guards. A place to keep a valuable man.
Watch my lead!
Interesting move. Why don't you die?
The other side must be barred. Must be blocked from the other side. Jammed. Need to get on the other side. Must be blocked from the other side. Reeve Selwyn ordered executions for petty theft and mudslinging. A husband and wife, to be carried out soon. Evidence against the Order of Ancients. Stolen from Goodwin?
A Dane in Winchester? These are strange times.
King Alfred sent me, pleading from his bended knee to find someone.
I know Alfred well enough to spot a bloody lie when I hear it. If he did send you, he was standing tall.
That he was, and you are the man I've come to find.
If I had one guess,
So where do we start digging?
my research should help us.
I have you,
A marvel.
and not lost on me.
Let's regroup beyond the walls.
I am grateful for your help.
It is a brazen move to arrest Alfred's favorite
This so-called
shit peddler.
I didn't come.
Eivor.
Well, Eivor, when...
One calls
There were...
Alfred Bug. The gallows.
Must be another... Reeves said... Of course.
Could it be another?
He's the man. And...
Winchester mourns a good mission, and a strong, virile man.
The Lord works in mysterious ways, taking his servant in so terrible a fire.
Bishop Aylward was known as...
Good people of Winchester, open your eyes. See how Alfred's lofty ideals are weighed down in this mire of human effluence. These prisoners before you do not live by Alfred's laws. They live above them. They wallow in shit, only guided by their own perversity. Hubert here, his wits addled by ale, spoke false of Bishop Aelfirth, our pious servant of Winchester, who even now lies cold in his grave shroud.
Aelfirth was no man of God. He'll burn for his sins.
Your wife is obeying shrew, Hubert. Is there a man here who has not supped rancid mead from her cup?
When will your work be done, Selwyn? When all of Winchester falls to your justice?
Between his Swickland moose.
Quality! Quality, Ella!
Winchester has passed judgment, Hubert. May God have mercy on your cankerous soul.
Why does Alfred not do something? Selwyn's bloodlust will doom us all.
I will kill you for this.
Protect your servant, Winchester. Who dares defy Alfred's laws, the degenerates must be punished. You are the enemy of Winchester.
Perverter of justice. Who dares execute the king's noose?
It is not in Alfred's name that you carry out your work. You are the Order's executioner.
You peer through the veil, but you do not see clearly. Alfred's laws are a slave's fever dream. He offers shit-soaked beggars a seat at his table, where the meek devour the strong. Who best to judge the fate of the wretched many, if not the strong and worthy few?
To protect your people, you must sheathe your hand in an iron glove. You grind your heels into the backs of freedmen, not those who deserve it.
The Order condemns all men to pain. For all men are but a shadow of the perfection we should know. The perfection of the Ancient Ones.
You are only a man, Reed. One dead branch on a fast-dying tree. I should meet with Goodwin, see what he has found on the quill.
What do you see?
What is that boy doing all the way up there?
Heaven will swallow the smoke of Aelfrith's part.
The cheerful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. Does Magister Batter not teach you?
Magister Batter is a horse's dangles.
And here is the
You have ventured from your burrow,
and
we have no subtle guards.
If the gallows is truly dead,
I did only what I...
we all want
The quill...
the decay of learning.
the quill pray.
Someone... I can...
Good.
We Norse are the monsters of your Saxon mother's bedtime tales. I promise nothing. I see you, child. Come.
The bad Reeve.
He hurt many people.
Yes. He hurt my mother to death. Then took her good luck charm. Perhaps you found it?
Such a sad
For me?
sprite.
Do you believe in souls? Part of us that lives on with God after we die. Bishop Aelfrith's passing has made me wonder.
I didn't screw anything!
Godspeed! You'll set Winchester ablaze!
Roly-poly mutton man, you can't catch me!
God help me. I'd rather be shoveling dung in Malvern again.
He'll crack his head like a fresh egg! Come on, Essenbert! It's yours for the taking! He's so brave! I will show her I love her! Or die trying! He's so brave! Like a young King Alfred! He'll crack his head like a precious egg! Oh, it's high!
Survey the area, Sunan.
You again? You should mind your own beeswax.
Elwyn, is it? You wield fire like the flood.
It was... well? Oi!
Hand it over. What you looking at?
How about I pay you to scuttle off to the tavern and drink yourself senseless?
Dale. Better than running round after you, grubby urchins.
Ha! That showed them.
Trouble seems to follow you.
And I wriggle out of it like a slippery eel. Why are you following?
I'm looking for the...
Us?
Is that... It's
this...
So
we...
but you...
They go on. Good luck.
Be my eyes, Sunan. I should watch out for a mousetrap.
I didn't get nothing today.
There's never enough food. I'm always starving.
I like the pretty things. Everyone died. But Magister Battus is stealing me alone on the streets.
she.
Now, Elwyn. Few have the wit that you and I possess. Most see the world in simpler terms, where we are the weaker sex.
A broodmare who preys on innocence, and you brag about strength.
How little you know. Defend your mistress!
Shit! Off that pivot!
Come, child. Whisper what you've learned, and Mother will give you a treat.
Coward. Using children to spy and steal for your order.
To educate them. Give me a child until he is 7, and I will give you the man. Or woman. What use are letters when a child can only write his name in pig shit? Or wisdom in a woman when she cannot wield it beyond her heart? I taught little Alwyn so much more. Saved her from a life less worthy. She will find enlightenment in the Order, just as I did. If I could save them all, I would.
But you cannot. You have corrupted too many to save too few.
My order is the only way forward. It can quench our thirst for knowledge. If only Alfred's slave faith is defeated. And what would you sacrifice for infinite knowledge?
An immeasurable gift. Why refuse it?
Not their innocence.
A pity. Non requiescat in pace.
Goodwin said to meet him at an alehouse nearby.
Drinking our rocks! Step up!
Eivor!
Is this where Justice hides when she's tired?
Hides?
You heard. I've been cold work.
Be thou hail.
I sat easy.
If the mead is fresh,
I could use.
I would. I must. It must.
Are you
Well, if whether you find or make a corpse, meet me at the Witten with your report.
Let us. God won't let us lose. I will pay. Away with you!
No longer freedom.